Good afternoon. It is an honor for us to have the opportunity to welcome Mr. Mc Claude Emmanuel, who is the head of the St Lucia Citizenship by Investment Unit. First of all, I would like to thank you to take time to visit us in our Dubai office to discuss the Citizenship by Investment program. St Lucia has been renowned for its stunning natural beauty, abundant culture, and historical significance. The presence of celebrities visiting the island for a long time just only adds to its allure. I believe that understanding the program from the perspective of someone who is leading the implementation and the development will give us an insight for to understand better the program by itself. Mr. Mc Claude, good afternoon and thank you for joining us today.
You're most welcome. Thank you for having me.
Okay, St. Lucia has a long-standing reputation as one of the premier citizenship by investment program. Can you please mention some of the added benefits of becoming a St. Lucia citizen on top of the travel perk?
Yes, certainly. St. Lucia is a unique country. We are located in the Eastern Caribbean, a wonderful country, tourism-rich country, culturally rich place as well. I think our ideal location, our wonderful people, our opportunities are endless, and this makes it very possible for citizens of St. Lucia to have the added benefit of coming to visit, to invest, to build, and to establish. That's core for us. In addition to that, we do not compromise in our processes. We ensure that everyone who's granted a St. Lucian citizenship is one of high character, good quality, because you become an ambassador of St. Lucia. And we are a prideful nation, and we do believe that every St. Lucian can go around and help to promote the country. So it's important for us to never compromise on that. As I would have mentioned, the benefits of being a St. Lucian is the opportunity to invest in a growing economy, to capitalize off of the booming tourism sector that we have in St. Lucia. We've been voted the world's leading honeymoon destination for 10 consecutive years. And definitely it speaks to something. It speaks to the value of our product. And why not be part of that product? Why not come to live and work and settle in St. Lucia? So I believe this is what separates St. Lucia from competing programs, and that we don't just offer you a passport, but we offer you the opportunity of a lifestyle, of a residency, of a place where you could call your vacation home, your permanent home, or whatever it may be.
Many prospective investors express their concern about the possibility of citizenship revocation. Can you please clarify the circumstances of citizenship revocation, if any?
We have a very robust due diligence process within our unit. So everyone who's granted citizenship, ideally somebody of good character and has a sound history. For these individuals, you have no concern, no worry about being revoked, because if you've shown any inclination or any history of doing anything that could cause disrepute to our country, you would have been declined your application. So as anything else, we are mindful that a holder of a St. Lucian passport is an ambassador for St. Lucia, and we would not want anyone to get involved in any criminal activity that could bring shame to our country. So in only these drastic actions, we would see any need to revoke citizenship. However, we do appreciate that with reliable partners like Savory, we will not be attracting these sort of characters. So I'm comforted to know that at least these clients won't have to worry about ever facing that unfortunate situation.
Recently, other citizenship programs have been experiencing delays. Could you please give us an update on the expected time frame for the St. Lucia program, and if there are any measures to minimize the processing time?
Yeah. In St. Lucia, we have done a few things to mitigate the potential for delays. So one of which is to increase the number of personnel that we have in our unit. So, and over the next few months, we are expecting further increases that may potentially double our headcounts. This would be in an effort to ensure that we have the necessary human capital to handle the demand of the market. In addition to that, we are constantly looking at our processes to ensure that to become more efficient, to remove redundancies, and to just create an environment that is easily adaptable to the change in demands and conditions in the market. So with that, I believe I feel comforted to know that we are well placed to meet the demand for this year and beyond.
Okay, perfect. Could you please explain the concept of the insurance contribution, the National Insurance Contribution, NIC, and how can it be beneficial for the investors?
Well, the National Insurance Corporation is the contributory pension plan set forth by the government of St. Lucia. With this plan, persons are able to contribute monthly with a cap of $250 monthly. And upon retirement, you can get, even before retirement, you get numerous benefits, including covering your medical expenses at our local hospital. And you also have the insurance of knowing that if you happen to be working a particular trade, for instance, if you're a mechanic and you happen to have a limb removed or dismembered, you would get your salary for the rest of your working life because you are unable to work. And upon retirement, you receive a pension, which I'm sure will help persons take care of whatever their economic needs would be at the time. So it's a good plan, it's a workable plan, and in St. Lucia, it's mandatory for employers to have employees enrolled in that plan.
Interesting. Okay. St. Lucia stands out as one of the only programs that accept credit card payments. What leads to this decision and how does it benefit investors?
The world is evolving. We are in a technologically savvy place. Our stakeholders are across the length and breadth of the world. And we understand that persons will be hard-pressed to go to a bank, a local bank, for each and every transaction. So the online payments provide an easy and, more importantly, a safe portal to remit funds to the unit, whether it be for processing fees, application fees, due diligence fees, whatever it is, within the comfort of your home. So I think between providing this added convenience and just understand that the world is evolving. The world is evolving. Everything is done now with an iPhone. So why not move into that new realm of operations?
Exactly. So finally, are there any plans to open a St. Lucia embassy in the region in the near future?
Well, in the immediate future, there are plans to set up an office in St. Lucia to have a member of our team fully stationed in this region to facilitate queries, to receive documentation to and from St. Lucia on behalf of this market. And I'm sure this initial investment will evolve into something more permanent, perhaps a consular or ambassador in the future. But as for the immediate future, there are plans to have an individual or an office set up in this region. So I'm excited about that. I think this market deserves it. This market has been the cornerstone of our program in our 7-year history. So definitely it deserves that sort of attention, that sort of direct one-to-one relationship with somebody. So hopefully before this calendar year ends, we can have that happen.
Okay, excellent. Mr. Mc Claude, on behalf of Savory and Partners, thank you so much for joining us today. Your answers and insights have been extremely valuable for us. And thank you for being today with us. Okay?
Much appreciated. Thank you for having me. And let me just say hello to all the St. Lucians within this region. And we're proud to have you part of our family. And for potential persons who are desirous of seeking alternative citizenship, your trusted company, Savory and Partners, I'm sure could help you and connect you with St. Lucia. So hopefully you can become part of our St. Lucian fabric. And we invite you to St. Lucia. We believe that our thrust is more than just having a passport. It's about building a relationship with the country. So hopefully when you become a St. Lucian, you could visit St. Lucia, you could invest and really exploit the endless opportunities in our country. So thank you for having me again and all the best.
Thank you so much.